Hi friends, when we use a formula in Excel, if it is possible to drag the formula downwards to the sides, we can say it is a dynamic formula. In the last few classes, we were discussing about index and match function, how to use index and match function to convert a formula, a dynamic one, as far as possible. Now we are going to introduce another function, that is indirect. We will use index match along with indirect function to convert our formula a powerful dynamic formula. We have three set of data in three different sheets, just like in the last video, sales on 2023, 24 and 25. These are three sheets. This data should be completely identical. That is, in sales there are mobile, laptop, printer, and similarly here also in the same format, and it should begin with the first column, the heading, and everything should be in the same format. And we are going to get the a dynamic formula here only in this cell, and we will drag to the right hand side and downward, and the formula will be uh, obtained in other cell also without any error. That is, it's a powerful dynamic formula. So in the last lesson, we have learned that how to use index with reference, that is reference column number, row number, and we have edited the sheet sales 23 and 24, that is the sheet name as reference, and we made that formula somehow dynamic. But here, instead of editing the formula, that is reference editing, we are going to use index match along with an indirect function. This indirect function reduces the editing of the formula, and we can use a powerful dynamic formula. So we have to use the indirect function here. We will check how indirect function can be used and its index. Actually, indirect function help us to change the reference to the cell without actually changing the formula itself. We can change the reference to the formula without changing the formula. So we can see this how the indirect works. Let us see its index, that is indirect. So reference text, we have to give a text, or cell reference can be given. Suppose here we click here, that is A2. The reference is to A2, and close the bracket. This reference is A2, but in A2 there is B2. So it will return the value in B2. Okay, let us check. So 1.333, that is the value of B2, because instead of giving B2 here, we have given A2, and from A2 there is B2. So suppose we change the value of B2 to B3, then what happens? We will get the number 45, because A2 refers to B3. Then what is in B3? B3 is this. We can check it in the name box. It is B3. So here actually we have given only A2. So we can make changes here in this cell, and it will, suppose it is B4. Suppose we change this cell reference to the A2 to B4, then we get 56. 56 is actually here. That means B4B, then 4. That is 56. Suppose we can have another example. So is equal to indirect. Then we are going to be type D here, that is it should be in text format. So D, then ampersand, then we select this one, that is A4. Okay, then what is this? That is D is here and A4 is here. What is in A4? A4 is 1. Then it will return the value in D1. Okay, let us try. That is 25. Why? Because this D becomes concatenated with the value in A4, that becomes D1. So indirectly it returns the value in D1. Suppose we change the value here into 2, that is 12 will be returned, because D2, it becomes D2. The value becomes, because A4 contains 2, so the value of D becomes D2, and it will return the value in D2. Similarly, suppose it is 4, we type it is 4, it is 19, because the value in D4 is returned by indirect function. So in this way we can change the reference to the formula without actually changing the formula. So it is very easy. We can use this indirect function to make our formula along with index and match more powerful and more dynamic. Let us try the index function here. Let us recap the index syntax and terminology, that is reference. We have discussed this in the previous lessons. Reference, we have three references in the three sheets, that is sales on 2023, 2024 and 2025. That is our references, that is this much is our references in each one. So when we use the index here, first we have to use the reference. So let us try is equal to index. Then we have to make our formula dynamic, that is indirect. We have to use the indirect here. Then we have to give the reference. For reference we are using indirect. So which is the reference here? First reference is sales 23. So we select here. Then what happens? You can see indirect gives sales 2023 exclamation mark B3D5. That means this much is sales 2023 is the name of the sheet, and it is separated by a exclamation mark. Then B3D5 is the range here. This is the range here, B3D5. So the same range will be there in another sheet, in all sheets. So we have to distinguish which range we are using, that is range in 2023. So for making this dynamic, we have to change the 2023 into 24 and 25 and so on. So we just give a codes here, because indirect function either select a reference cell or range cannot be selected. So we give codes. We can give space. If there is no space, no problem. And 2023 we have to concatenate it. So I am giving a concatenated operand, that is and again we give and here, that is ampersand is given. Then we have to give quotes, double quotes here also. That means they will concatenate as before sales 2023 asterisk exclamation mark B3D5. So we have to use this value as a cell reference. That means where is the cell reference? That is here, 23. So we click here. Then what happens here? This consolidated sheet and B2, that is value should be obtained from the sheet name consolidated, that is in the cell B2, but this should, we have to make this mixed reference. So press 2 times F4. So row is locked here. We discussed in the many of the classes in previous. So please go through that for knowing mixed reference, absolute reference, etc. So okay, now it is okay. Then we close the bracket of indirect. Okay, then we have reference is there. Then we put the comma. After reference, we have to put a comma. Then it shifted to row number. So for finding the row number, we will use the match function. Match function. In the match function, lookup value. So you must see that all the lookup value will be in the sheet, and lookup array will be in the sheet of sales 2023, 24 and 25. So we have to use the match function. For lookup value, we click here. January is the lookup value. We have to find out the sales in January by mobile, laptop and printer. So we click here. So again we can see that is it is consolidated B1. That means in the sheet consolidated. So you can see the exclamation mark to separate the name of the sheet with the cell reference. Though it should also be made into mixed reference by pressing 2 times F4. That is row 1 is locked. Then we have to put the comma in match function. So in match function, after that, what is lookup array? Lookup array we have to find out from. So lookup array should change, because lookup array one times it is in the 2023 sheet, next time 24. So we have to use an indirect function for making our this. So indirect. Then after that we select the lookup array. That is lookup array. Where is January? January is here. So we select it. We can see the indirect sales 2023. So we have to make just we have done here. That is put the sales in double quotes. Again here you can give a space for readability. If there is no space, no problem. So ampersand is given for concatenation. Then again concatenation operation we have discussed in many of the previous classes. That is why I am just skipping that. So here also we have to put the quotes. So in indirect function we have either we have to use the text in quotes or we have to use a cell reference. So we are using both here. That is sales, and after sales there is no space. You have to see that if here is a space, we have to give a space here, then only the sheet name will be accurate. So in the name here there is no space, you can see. So we are not giving any space after sales. Then quotes is double quotes on both ends. Then again we have to. So now we have to change this 2023. We have to select it from consolidated sheet, that is here. So again B2 should be changed into mixed reference by pressing F2 2 times. So again row is closed. Here also B2, because we are referring to the sheet
in B2 cell, that is consolidated B2, that is the our lookup value. So then what you have to do is, this 2023 is the name from the sales sheet, the name will be obtained from here. So again we have to close the indirect function. So then put the comma, then again match type, we are discussed match type is exact match, then 0, close. Then so that's over. Then put the comma. When you're putting the comma, what happens, we have to see the column number, we have to find out the column number, that is in index there is reference completed, row number we completed, next we have to use the column number, then match function. Again we want to use the lookup value. Lookup value is the name of the mobiles, and we get the January sale of mobile. So here also we have to log the A3, because while dragging to the right hand side, this column should not change because we want the mobile. So we log this by pressing F4 3 times. So A is logged. Then again put the comma. Then we have to find out the lookup array. Lookup array is in sales 2023 sheet. Then next lookup array is 24. So we are using an indirect function for making our formula a dynamic one. So indirect function, that is reference text, we have to find out. That is, we directly go to 2023 sheet, and we have to select this one. This is our lookup array, because we are selecting mobile, laptop and printer. This is a lookup array, and we can see that we have to use the codes here. Again here also we have to give the codes without any space, because our name not contain space. So here ampersand, then again here also ampersand, then double quotes on V2 D2. D2 is the cell range in sales 2023, and 2023 is should change while dragging. So again we select it and go to the consolidated sheet and click here. So now it is 2023, and we have to make this a mixed reference by pressing 2 times. So okay, then indirect function we can close indirect. Now then how can we reduce? This is sales when concatenated. Suppose we select here. Suppose select here, we can see the value is 2023. So how it can be read? Sales 2023, then exclamation mark to select the name of the, to make a change to the name of the sheet. Then in that 2023 sales 2023, we are selecting B2 D2. That is the meaning. So we can close here. Then again we put the comma. Then match type we discussed in the previous video. This is 0 because the exact match. Now we need not use the area number, because we have given only one area here, so there is no need of mentioning the area, and we use one area, and the name of the area we dynamically changes using the indirect function. So now we close the match brackets, then again close the index. The bracket of index is closed, and press enter. So we got the value here. So it is very dynamic. We can drag. So that is 50,000, 90,000, 24,000. That is the sale of mobile, laptop and printer in January. We can go there. That is January 50,000, laptop 90,000 and 24. That is our formula is exact. So what we can do, we just drag it to the entire column. So we got the values. We can compare the sale of 23, 24 and 2025. So in this way we can make our formula a powerful one, and you have to practice it. The link for the file for practicing this is given, so you can download it and practice it and use it. So similarly I have given the formula also in description, a link also given in description. You can go there, read the description, and okay, I hope that you are clear now. Or if you have any doubt, please put in the comments. I will reply, or I will contact you and help you. So if you are very if you feel this channel is very useful, please don't forget to subscribe and like it. Thank you very much. We are winding up this lesson today. Okay, goodbye.